In the last month, Ribbon Finance went up by more than 50%. Now the nice thing about this is that all of that data is transparent. Most of the trading is happening on the blockchain, and we can look at what's happening behind the scenes. This is the rally I'm referring to. We are currently at 49.5 cents. And you will not see me just go through the website and explain you the obvious. That's not what you came for. You came for the data that most people are not aware of. Let's have a look at the GitHub repository, the place where programmers submit their code changes, so we can get a feeling of how active the team actually works on the project. And the result here is rather mixed. The last update to the front end was 5 days ago. And then we've got a few more updates roughly 3 to 6 months ago. Not necessarily what you want to see. Now here's another data point that's not too impressive. This is the total value locked of Ribbon Finance in US dollars. In April of 2022, this peaked at 315 million, but now went down all the way to 20 million, a drop of more than 90%. Now, crypto as a whole also crashed during the time. So we can adjust by this by looking at the total value locked in Ethereum. And unfortunately, the chart doesn't look that different. I will put a link to the following dashboard down in the description. This is on-chain data on how Ribbon Finance is being used. And again, unfortunately, I don't find a lot of charts that are going up that show some growth. What did grow though is the supply, and that's obviously not good. You don't want circulating supply to expand too much because demand has to grow at least to the same degree for the price just to stay stable. This is token.unlocks.app, and this shows the number of circulating Ribbon Finance tokens since May of 2021. We are currently at 787 million RBM tokens, and 1 year from now this will grow by a bit over 20%. We'll be at 954 million roughly. Is that good? Is that bad? It's acceptable. 20% growth in a year isn't too bad for an altcoin. If the altcoin in general, if the project in general is growing and the team is working actively. So far we unfortunately don't see this. So why is the price then rising that much? We can segregate the buyers by small retail versus larger whales. This is a tool that I've built myself that's available for the premium members. Link is down below, thebitcoinstrategy.com. On the left side, we've got the number of wallets that hold at least 1,000 RBN tokens. So at the current price, that's a bit under $500. That's your typical retail investor. There's currently 1,900 such wallets. For the middle chart, we go one order of magnitude up. So that's now roughly $5,000 worth of the token. Again, that's retail, but medium-sized retail. We're cutting the number more than in half, 785 such wallets. On the right side, we've got, again, 10x from that. $50,000 worth of the token. There are 259 such wallets. Those kind of people impact the price. Now, this is a daily chart. This is a very long-term chart. Let's just look at the last month where the price actually went up. This here are the same thresholds on an hourly chart for the last 30 days. And interestingly enough, all wallet cohorts are buying. The number of retail investors went from 1,847 to 1,942. Medium-sized wallets grew similarly, large whales grew similarly. So that's quite interesting, right? It seems like on-chain there isn't much more usage, there isn't much more total value locked, there aren't any statistics that are going up, but purchases are pretty much across the board. Small retail as well as large whales are buying. Now there are two waves of purchases, one on the 8th of January and another one that started on the 14th and 15th of January. This year is the 8th of January, purchases on all fronts, and this is the 14th of January, where it appears like the whales aren't buying as much. There's a little bit of profit taking. Small and medium-sized retail is really driving that secondary rally. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. Again, access to this tool is available to premium members, thebitcoinstrategy.com. Link is down below. And below, there's also a link to a free Telegram.